Bill, before I do, I just want to really give Bill some love. He is an incredible human being. I've said many times I will walk on hot coals for Bill because he's such a good person. He leads such a great team, and he really does right at every turn in the road. And so please join me just for a hot second in thanking Bill for all of his work.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And thank you, all of you. So this is, yeah, it's really important for us, I think, as a staff to have a great relationship with the board. We are so thankful for that. Over the last few years, through really tough years, the board has really stepped up, and I can't thank them enough for their leadership and supporting our work. I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors again for this, as Danielle did, especially New Belgium for once again making this happen. Thank you very much, everyone at New Belgium, and of course to SRAM and AARP and Brompton and Lyft, Bike New York. Thank you very much for all of your support. In making this summit possible. I know you're enjoying the food and the drinks and everything. I'll try to be as brief as possible for this part, but the part, this is a really, I just wanted to say how important this is to us as a staff to be able to talk to you and then to be able to, with all of us together, recognize the amazing people that we're going to recognize tonight. We have 10 award winners that deserve all the praise in the world. I think it was being said by Jackie in the opening plenary how important it is to really give that support to each other. And this is the place where we can do it. I know you all do it at home and showcase each other's work, but at the national level, I really hope you can help make tonight special and really thank these special people and organizations for the great work that they're doing. Yeah, Danielle said, she's really proud of the work that we're doing. I am too. I think, we have been working very hard to be advocating for more investment and better policies at the federal level. We've been promoting a safe system approach to traffic safety throughout our work, speaking up for the rights of people to ride, and to have safe streets for all. We've been advocating for safer vehicles, not just for safety for people inside of them, but also for the people outside of them. I mean, we feel incredibly blessed to be able to do that work, and to have the team that can actually do it and deliver on it. It's huge. So we've been making a lot of investments in bicycling education. You're going to hear, I don't want to steal the staff's thunder here, but I've been really proud that we rolled out an adult and youth learn to ride, thanks to WOOM and to Bike New York in partnership. We've have a great relationship with our friends at the Safe Routes Partnership and America Walks, and many more in support of the CDC's Active People Healthy Nation initiative, which aims at getting 27 million more Americans active by 2027. This is huge for us to be a part of that. Building bicycle-friendly communities is part of building a more active, healthy America. And lastly, we're really proud of the changes that we've made to our programs, especially the Bicycle Friendly Community Program, to really prioritize equity and accessibility as a core, really well thought out part of the questionnaire and the input that we give you back to help make improvements so that everyone in our mission to create a bicycle-friendly America for everyone actually is integrated into what we do. So it's really important to us. Thanks. So now I get to introduce the amazing staff members who are dedicated to making all of this happen. So we want to use this opportunity to put faces with the names and a chance to create opportunities for you to talk. I know you work with a lot of these people, but just so you all know who these folks are, I'm going to ask the staff to come up here real quick, and I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves and give you one thing that they're excited to be working on this year. And I think I'm going to ask our Membership and Development Director, Kevin Deckinga, who is rushing to the stage, to be the first one.
First up, all right. Thanks, Bill. Yeah. I'm Kevin Deckinga. I'm the League's Director of Membership and Development. What am I looking forward to this year? I am looking forward to serving our members better, growing our membership, and I'm looking forward to bigger, better partnerships, I want to thank SRAM. Let's see here. Rob is here. Yeah, we've got big plans in the works, expanding our reach with recreational cyclists and bike clubs, and yeah, more to come. Stay tuned. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Can I bring on Kelly Gray, our new membership coordinator? Come on up.
My name is Kelly Gray. I've been with the league for 7 days. So in 2024, I'm looking forward to providing great customer service to our members nationwide and growing our membership numbers. And I want to thank everybody on the league for making me feel welcome, too. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. All right, Lauren Jenkins, Communications Director. You all stay up here, okay? We can all fit, right? Right?
Hello, I'm Lauren Jenkins, the Communications Director. Great to see you all here. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And honestly, what makes me so excited about next year is the next summit. Honestly, seeing all of you here, I can't wait to do this even bigger and better and more fun next year. So that's what I'm excited about in 2025. Yeah. Marley? Yeah.
Marley.
Hello, I'm Marley. I'm the Communications Coordinator. One thing I really love about my job is telling the stories of the people in our movement, and I'm excited to continue doing that and to grow the bike movement even more. So.
Karen.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Whitaker. This is really my favorite time of year. Someone was like, this is my 15 minutes, right? So I'm the Deputy Executive Director. I do a lot of the federal policy. And what I'm really excited about this year is putting together our platform for the next reauthorization. Something else I'm really excited for, and I don't know if Dan Langenkamp is still here, but this is partially through the funding that he was able to bring to the league, is we now have a new federal policy fellowship where someone comes in part-time for a year and really helps me do what I do. And we've got a great policy fellow this year. I think a lot of you have met her. But Emma, come on up.
Thank you, Karen, for introducing me. I'm very happy to be here. I'm super excited because this is my first summit. So I'm Emma Meehan. I'm the Federal Policy Fellow for this upcoming year. Yeah, I'll introduce Ken, our Policy Director.
Thank you. Ken McLeod, Policy Director. I'm really looking forward to a new bicycle-friendly state ranking this year. That's an opportunity for us to work with all the great state advocates, celebrate what they're doing, and really put out a report that concisely summarizes what they're doing that's great and that we should build upon at the national level. So very looking forward to that. And I will hand it off to Jamil, who I get to work with very closely.
Hey everybody, my name is Jamil Matafari. I'm a policy specialist at the League. I've been here for a little over a year now. In 2024, I'm really looking forward to working with all of you, and a lot of you have received emails from me. So if we have not scheduled a meeting yet, the state coordinators, email me. I'm looking forward to working with states in helping pass more bicycle-friendly state policies. And I will pass it to Allison.
Good evening. My name is Allison Dewey. I am the Director of Education at the League. Okay, show of applause, LCIs in the room. Woo! All right. Okay, and if you're not an LCI and you want to be an LCI, yeah! We need everyone to be instructors of cycling education to bring up our young kids and our older people, our young adults. Everyone deserves great cycling education. So I'm excited, and thank you, LCIs. You are the movers and shakers of cycling advocacy in your community. So a big shout out to all the LCIs. And I'm sure there's even more outside. Okay, so what I'm excited about for 2024 is providing tools and resources for our LCIs to teach better, more people, reach different demographics in their community. I'm also excited about diversifying our LCI community and diversifying our coach community and hearing. I love our LCI Spotlight, which our comms team helps with and really does. And it really just gives me that jolt of enthusiasm that, this work can get tiring sometimes. So I love hearing about what's happening in the field with our instructors. And I could not do this work as efficiently and as effectively as possible without my colleague, Riley Teitelbaum. So here's Riley.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm Riley Teitelbaum. I am the Education and Summit Coordinator. So I've crossed paths with a lot of you in a lot of different spaces. So thank you for that. I've been with the League. This is my third summit. I've been with the League a little over 2 years. And so this isn't really my news to get to share, but because of the prompt, the question, what are we excited about, and that I've gotten clearance to say this. The thing that I am excited about is happening, not the advocacy workshop that is happening right after the summit, but the next one, the one that is in the works, with collaboration with people like John and Patrick at the Bicycle Coalition of Greater Philadelphia, will be happening. The next workshop is going to be happening in Philadelphia, and that is my city. I love it, and I'm just very excited to be able to support the incredible BFA team doing that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Thank you. Isn't it all?
Awesome. Hi, everybody. I'm Amelia Neptune, Director of the Bicycle Friendly America program. Thank you all for being here. And Bill made fun of me earlier because he knew I had a list of 10 things that I'm excited about, so I'm going to pick 2. One of them, I'm sorry, I'm doing 2. One of them is we updated the bicycle friendly community application last year to include equity and accessibility as a new major component. And I am so proud of that change, and I am so proud of all the communities who are working with us to improve their communities from an accessibility standpoint and an equity standpoint. And we know it's a lot of work. We're asking for a lot of new information, but they're doing it, and they're telling us that it's making changes on the ground, and it's influencing their policies and their plans, and I am thrilled about that, because that's the goal. The other thing I'm really excited about is in the last year, we worked with AARP to create the Bike Audit Toolkit, and some of you might have gone on the mobile workshop today to use that new toolkit. We're partnering with AARP over the summer to provide technical assistance to communities through their community change grant program to do bike audits better. I'm also partnering with the CDC to do some cool walk audit mobile workshops at their national training in May in Atlanta. So just bringing this concept of auditing your infrastructure and looking at the details and figuring out like, oh boy, this could be better on this tiny small scale, and then bringing it up to the macro scale for equity and accessibility. So I'm excited to connect all of these dots through our partners and through all of you. So thank you for bringing it to the ground level in your communities. And now I'm going to bring up Anna Tang on the BFA team.
Hello. I'm used to going last because my name's Tang, so it's always at the end of the alphabet. But I'm very excited to see so many familiar faces from getting to do all of my travels out in the community. I get to do that all the time, which I love. So that's super exciting, but what I'm most excited about this year is launching the League's first ever bike advocacy workshop training program, which you know, we're all advocates in this room here. We all go home and we do this work, but the League has never taken on an official training of this type. And my background is in organizing and doing advocacy. And so when I came to the League, my dream was to do this. And so this year I get to do it. So, woo!
Well, thank you all for all your amazing work, and thank you all for listening and helping us be better at our work. Oh, should we all get a photo? Yeah. Sorry, group photo. Okay. Oh, so they're gonna come down? Yeah, come down. I gotta light a mic too. Nice. Amazing. I say like my most exciting thing like for this year is like getting to work with these awesome people. I'm in awe of my team, our team, like every day. I just want to also recognize that you know we lost a dear friend and beloved staff member over the holidays. Lorna Green, she was amazing. The best colleague and a friend that anybody could really ask for. She was the person with all the answers in the office. And we really miss her. Giant hole in our hearts, but in our organization, like really trying to honor her in our work every day is really, really important to us. And I know that for many of you who showed up today, like she was usually the first person you'd see for the last 16 years when you walk in the door. And the person who said, "See you later next time," and we just want to remember her for a moment, and we've created there's a box up front. If you have a memory that you want to share, we'd like to share that with her son Christopher and his family. But yeah, we really miss Lorna, and so thankful for our time that we had together, and yeah, thank you for whatever memories you want to share with her family. So thanks so much. Okay, so thank you. So the summit, it's always a time of inspiration. I mean, we're doing this. It's so much fun to do, to recognize the amazing work that people are doing, for all the support, all the hard work that you're doing in our movement. And our movement is filled with amazing people. We can't say it enough. And it's part of our job, a really life-giving job, honestly, to be able to recognize them properly. We have not been able to do this properly for a few years. We've tried, you know, we've tried to make it through the pandemic, but it's so nice to be back in person, and also we're streaming this on YouTube right now. So to all of you in the interwebs, you know, thank you for your support and for being here and taking time with us. We also, I just want to say, if any previous award winners, I'd like you to raise your hand if anybody, just thank you. Thank you so much for your great work and for being here. I need to go grab the awards. But the first couple of awards, we have 10 awards. The first two, unfortunately, the first two people couldn't be here. But the first award that we're giving out tonight is the Bicycle Friendly America Leadership Award. This award recognizes civic, academic, business leaders, or business leaders who have made a significant contribution towards the shared goal of an America where bicycling is safe, comfortable, and accessible for all, from mayors and CEOs to public agency leaders, academics, and university presidents. This award honors the leadership of change makers each year. And this award goes to Commissioner Rodney Ellis of Harris County, which is in Houston, Texas. As Commissioner of Harris County Precinct 1, Ellis prioritized inclusive economic growth that uplifts low-income communities, ensures access to parks and green space in underserved neighborhoods, advances criminal justice reform and protects the rights of people, and provides safe, affordable transportation options. He has funded and built miles of protected bike lanes, trails, and bicycle safety garden, traffic garden. He's sponsored countless bike rides, putting thousands of people on bikes, including hundreds of elected officials in the United States and across the globe. In addition to spending tens of millions from his precinct budget, Commissioner Ellis also led efforts for another $800 million of bond and toll revenues for active transportation infrastructure in Houston. Before serving as county commissioner, Ellis was elected to the Houston City Council and served for 3 terms before being elected to the Texas Senate in 1990. For 26 years, he represented Texas's 13th state Senate district, and he has passed over 700 pieces of legislation. And now we have a video from Commissioner Ellis, who couldn't be here. Audio.
Thank you for this incredible honor, and thank you for your advocacy and leadership. It is with great pride that I accept the 2024 Bicycle Friendly America Leadership Award. But this achievement would not be possible without the dedicated activists who are working relentlessly to usher in a transportation renaissance in Houston and Harris County over the last decade. The region I serve is one of the most car-centric communities in the world. Upon taking office as the Harris County Commissioner in 2017, the challenge was clear. Houston had only 1 protected bike lane downtown and less than 9 miles of bikeways. Fast forward, today we've added 45 miles of bikeways. We're constructing another 55 miles and planning another 115. I'm incredibly proud to say that 60% of these projects were initiated by my office, and the future is even brighter. I'm working every day with the Houston Parks Board and the Bayou Greenways Project, which aims to connect neighborhoods across Houston with 150 miles of trails along our byways. Upon completion of that project, 1.5 million Houstonians will live within 1.5 miles of these trails. I'm also working with the Harris County Toll Road Authority on an ambitious Tolls to Trailways program, which seeks to revolutionize our approach to public spaces. With an estimated budget of $601 million, we plan to develop 235 miles of trails, enhancing connectivity across our region. As I accept this award, I reflect on my journey as an avid cyclist, a passion that has been a part of my life nearly as long as I can remember. However, it wasn't until my election as a Harris County Commissioner that I found myself in a position to affect real change in my county. This transformation illustrates the profound impact that cyclists in public office can have on reshaping the transportation landscape of our community. Can't handle some of you all.
I can't do it now.
Marching Christ.
You don't want me to do it now.
If we can transform Houston, we can change the world. But we have to keep pushing and put leaders who share our values in a position to make a difference. Thank you for your support, your passion, and your commitment to making our shared vision a reality.
Thank you, Commissioner Ellis. So we have a slight change in the order. We want to make sure that our next award winner, which is going to be the last one, so it's a big award. This is actually a big change of a program, so really exciting. What I thought was going to be the final award of the night, but we know we have family in attendance, so we want to make sure that we do this. So we broke up two. Lauren, are the awards here? I don't know where the awards went. Okay, awesome, thanks. Thank you very much. I was like, where'd they go? The Professional Advocate of the Year. So this year, we split up what was the Advocate of the Year into 2 categories. The professional advocate who does it professionally, and into like a citizen advocate, somebody who's just who is doing it on a volunteer basis. And so our Professional Advocate of the Year award this year, I should say what this is about. This goes to, this award go to a leader who has shown tireless commitment to promoting bicycling and walking in their state or community. This person goes above and beyond the call of duty to transform their state or community into a great place for biking and walking. Their time, knowledge, and creativity and commitment are the highest standard of excellence and exemplifying a role model for their peers. And this award goes to Jeremiah Lowery, the Advocacy Director of the Washington Area Bicyclists Association. Please join me in congratulating Jeremiah. All right, let's just say a few words here. Here, you can say a few words.
Oh, see, my mom's there. She was just about to leave. You know, she has she has to catch a bus, so she has to catch a bus. Let me just quickly say I want to thank my mom and my dad, of course, for being present here today. We've been through so much in life, and so it's good to have them here with me. I'd love to thank the Bike League. Let me thank WABA staff, WABA board members, WABA ED, Elizabeth, thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Let me also thank all of the WABA volunteers and supporters as well. I just want to quickly say, I feel blessed to be a part of this beautiful movement, y'all. I've been a part of many movements in my life, but this is the one movement where I feel included, you know, that I feel a part of. I'm trying my best not to tear up because I really appreciate this. You know, growing up in Washington, D.C., we didn't have a lot of money growing up, you know, and I biked everywhere. I biked everywhere as a child. I biked everywhere as a teen. Even when I went off to college, I biked everywhere. You know, despite the ups and downs of life, the one constant in my life was my bike. It helped me get around. It helped me commute. And I would say it helped me survive. And so the message I want to send everyone out tonight is include people like myself in your movements. Reach out to people, right? Reach out to people who are commuting, reach out to people who are biking to commute. Reach out to people who are biking for joy. Reach out to people who are biking because biking is a means to survive. We need all those folks in our movements. So with that said, I want to again thank the Bike League because this is a very special award that I will remember for the rest of my life. And I'm going to be a part of this movement until forever. Forever, you know, forever. And I look forward to learning from the rest of you throughout the conference. And for folks in the Washington, D.C. area, we still have a lot to give. We still have a lot to give. We are working on a lot of different campaigns. And at the end of the day, we are going to complete the network, the bike and trail network throughout the whole region. And I honestly do believe in my heart that we're going to achieve Vision Zero in the Washington region and hopefully for the rest of the world. So with that said, thank y'all so much, and I really appreciate it.
Amazing. Thanks. You cannot leave. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. So next up is, again, somebody who couldn't be here with us. We're giving out the Susie Stevens Joyful Enthusiasm Award. This award commemorates Susie Stevens, who passed away tragically 22 years ago, I think almost to the day. She was one of the Alliance for Biking and Walking founders and enduring inspiration for many members of the bicycle and pedestrian movement. The honor goes to an individual or a group who carries on Susie's passion for advocating for bicycling as a fun and economical means of transportation. And this award this year goes to Sam Balto of Portland, Oregon. Sam was sad he couldn't be with us. For those of you who don't know, he's a PE teacher who has become something of an internet sensation and has been all over, you know, social media and all the other medias, NBC and, you know, Today's Show and all this, for this bike bus that he created at Alameda Elementary in Portland, Oregon. So this, there's, you know, and he would say it too, you know, there are many people doing this work. He was really lucky to be able to catch, for this to catch fire, what he's doing, and inspire more people to do it. The bike bus travels every Wednesday with more than 100 students joining the ride on the way to school, and we're proud to award Coach Balto, whose joyful enthusiasm is on display on social media and recently in national media. Thank you, Sam, for everything you did, and we'll see you at the next summit. Okay, up next is the Emerging Leader Award. This award is a special accolade to a young person who is new to the bicycling movement and has demonstrated exceptional and inspiring bicycle advocacy. Nominees have demonstrated leadership in their short tenure and show great potential to continue leading in the bicycling movement. Thank you for all who gave nominations and voted. There's so many great emerging leaders to be recognized. So we are so glad to be able to recognize this great person with this award. It goes to Avery Daniels of Community Bike Works in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Avery. Say a few words.
Hi. I wanted to say thank you to the League for representing me this award. I also wanted to thank my team at Community Bike Works, the leadership of our director, Kim Schaefer, Joshua Funches, the rest of the National Youth Bike Council, our steering committee members, and volunteers. The National Youth Bike Council is a supportive and inclusive space designed to empower youth bicycling leaders and their advocates by bringing them together through workshops, conversations, educational bike rides that allow them to learn and connect with each other. We focus on the youth that have been historically excluded from the cycling community. Our magical 3-day weekend uniting 400 leaders who have a common love of bikes is happening June 14th through 16th in the Lehigh Valley, PA. We've been working hard at forming relationships with industry partners like Outright, JBI, and SRAM, to name a few, and other like-minded organizations that share our mission. You can get involved by attending the summit, sponsoring a student's attendance, and spreading the word. I'll see some of you guys in June. Thank you.
Thanks, Avery. Next up is a brand new award. It's the Youth Empowerment Award, which was created to recognize the leaders in our communities who empower youth through bicycling advocacy, education, and opportunities to ride and to engage others through biking. The League has been really fortunate to work with many community bike shops, schools, and recently with the addition of the Trips for Kids programming to our national organization. Through the League, so many youth-serving organizations we're able to engage with and see how they're empowering young people through bicycling. This first Youth Empowerment Award goes to Eric Supil, who is the Executive Director of the Recyclery, which is the Trips for Kids in Charlotte. I was fortunate enough to get a tour of the Recyclery last year and to see his leadership in action. And I'm so glad you got this award. This is great. I'm hopeful for the future in Charlotte and for our movement because Eric, you're an awesome leader. So thanks for everything you're doing. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, all right. I'll put it right here for you.
Oh, this is awesome. I had a speech, I got too nervous, so I'm just going to wing it, okay? So 1988, Trips for Kids, our national chapter was formed, and that's 36 years ago. The measurement of what they have done over the years and the impact that they have had is immeasurable. In 2000, so I guess Trips for Kids started in Marin County, birthplace of mountain biking. In 2000, the second chapter, Charlotte, was formed in the Piedmont of North Carolina. So we're not really connected to any mountain biking at all. But for that, we still wanted to capture confidence and the sense of overcoming barriers that was originally established. And so in working with community members, listening and hearing what needed to be done in our local landscape, we found that we had great community members. One of them is Jamal Kennard, who is a personal mentor of mine. And his personal motto is educate, engage, and empower. So youth empowerment is really just the byproduct of youth engagement and youth education. So when we look at those two things, when you can educate, you're really building the future and you're really building the confidence for the youth of today to be the next advocates for tomorrow. So when we think of infrastructure, bicycles, those are all tools. They all need education. And so I think that's really important as you navigate being advocates, doing the amazing work that you do, to keep that in mind and keep the youth voice, and those folks who are not yet engaged with cycling, part of it. Because that totally is how the conversation, the narrative for cycling and what that means will change. So I want to thank and accept this award for all of our Trips Kids chapters. We're excited to be with the league. Thank you to the league, and then thank you to all the grassroots organizations that are doing the work on the field.
Thanks, Eric. Next up, we have the Club of the Year award. This award is for a bicycle club that has done an excellent job at providing great experiences for its members and people who are new to bicycling. The goal of this award is to recognize clubs that do an exceptional job at integrating advocacy into club activities, supporting advocacy organizations while creating exceptional events for new and experienced bicyclists alike. This award is about recognizing clubs that are inclusive, welcoming, and committed to growing bicycling. We at the League are very, very excited about expanding our support for the bicycling clubs, thanks to generous support from SRAM. This year's Club of the Year award goes to Major Taylor International Cycling Alliance, whose mission is to be a valued and influential partner globally to Major Taylor cycling clubs. They provide Major Taylor cycling clubs with operational, programmatic guidance, support, and value. And I'm honored to present this award to Bill Gasson, who's the president of the club. Oh, here he is. Okay. Bill.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, thank you, Bill. Thank you to the league. I was just a big guy that wanted to ride his bike. And next thing I know, I'm over Major Taylor International Cycling Alliance. There are 90 Major Taylor clubs around the country, over 10,000 members. But the question that most people will say is, what is a Major Taylor? And it's not a what, it's a who. He was the first African-American world champion cyclist in 1899. When he would go to race, clubs would change their rules so he couldn't race. He accomplished so much. And in 2017, a fat kid in Chicago learned about who Major Taylor was. And from there, we just built an organization to help Major Taylor clubs be more inclusive, more centralized, and more focused. And so now one of the things we're trying to do with the league is work on cycling advocacy on a local level with clubs around the country. We have lost some cyclists, and we would love to see legislation one day passed in the name of Major Taylor. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to my board. Thank you to Major Taylor and his family and all the Major Taylor members around the world. And if you are not a part of a Major Taylor club, come find me and I'll find you a club. Thank you.
I think the big event is in Chicago, right? June 21st through. Come to the convention. Awesome. We're going to be there. That's great. Thank you. Next up is the Gail and Jim Spann Educator of the Year Award. This award recognizes a person who has worked to elevate bike education, not clubs too, maybe, bike education in their state and community. We're looking for educators who are current league cycling instructors, actively teaching classes in the past year, serving diverse communities, and showing innovation in their education work. And this year's award goes to Diana Hildebrand. Diana Hildebrand, now they sent me a statement. You're going to have to stand here while I say this. Your local LCIs wanted to send a message to you. It's beautiful. Cleveland's LCIs, are so, they sent this message and I want to read it. Cleveland's LCIs are so very pleased and not the least bit surprised that Diana Hildebrand has received the Bike League's Educator of the Year Award. Working with Diana, we recognize her dedication enthusiasm, and sincerity in wanting to build a safe and inclusive bike culture, not only for Northeast Ohio, but for the country. Diana's leadership, drive, and her positive, active, and Diana's leadership, drive, and her vision to encourage all to have fun on two wheels keeps Cleveland's LCIs positive, active, and engaged. Diana, from the entire Cleveland LCI community, congratulations on this well-deserved recognition and accomplishment. We're proud of your work, to work alongside you, and look forward to all that we know you will continue to accomplish. So, thanks.
I told myself I was not going to cry, and I've been tearing up ever since I received the email. And it all started with me being left behind on a bike ride many, many years ago. And I said that I don't ever want somebody to experience what I experienced on a bike ride. And from there, I was determined to be able to educate every single person, but most importantly, my sisters, on learning how to ride a bike efficiently and effectively. I gotta give a big, huge shout out to the League of American Bicyclists for honoring me with this. And for those that have inspired me and hold me accountable to be the best and biggest and brightest star beyond our universe. So thank you, Allison. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you all. To my buddy, my dear old friend, my pal, Neil Walker. To Jennifer, Loretta, who gave me my LCI certification in 2019. I can never, never, never say thank you enough to her. To my sister in the league, the first woman of color to become a lead cycling instructor, Lita Highsmith. To Bike Cleveland for believing in me and all the work that I did prior to coming on board with Bike Cleveland. I am so gracious to be in this seat and to usher in new LCIs. To all the staff that think I'm crazy when I come in on a 10, when I should always bring it down to a 2, but I get so inspired by being around kids and adults and teaching them about cycling and how rewarding it is to see them progress. Y'all, I can't tell you how amazing it is when a child say, Miss Diva, your helmet ain't on right. Hold on, we got to get this on for you right. I challenge each and every single one of them to make sure that I am being the best instructor that I can be for them and them to teach me something new every single day. If I can say anything to any LCI or anybody who wants to be an LCI, we are changing lives. 2 wheels at a time. That has been my slogan from the day I started, and it will be my slogan until the day that I am called by every single one of the bike guys that are holding me down when I'm out there on the road and teaching. Thank you once again to the League of American Bicyclists. This award will be forever cherished by me, and it is such an honor. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. So next up, we have the Kittie Knox Award, which recognizes champions of equity, diversity, and inclusion in the bicycling movement. This award goes to an individual or group that has led in making bicycling more inclusive and representative and has worked to remove barriers to participation by underserved and underrepresented people in their community, state, and country. I'm sure that you will all join me in enthusiastically thanking Veronica Davis for her exceptional leadership and work as we honor her with this award.
All right, how y'all doing? Is everyone properly alcoholed? So one, I will say, I think when I look at Kittie Knox, you know, I know that we talk about the history of her, but in 1895, she caused a ruckus at this very bike summit that we're at today because coloreds were not allowed to really be a part of the organization, and she didn't accept that. And so it is truly an honor to receive this award named after a woman who doesn't take no for an answer and who is going to make a seat at the table whether there is one or not. So thank you so much for this honor.
Okay, next up is the Advocacy Organization of the Year. We've got 2 more to go. Advocacy Organization of the Year. This award goes to a bicycling and or walking advocacy organization or club who in the past year made significant progress. Their leaders have worked tirelessly together to grow and strengthen their organization and fulfill their mission. The proof of their efforts is the growth of their capacity, programs, membership, and victories that they've achieved for biking and walking in their state or community. This award is about recognizing organizations that are inclusive, welcoming, and committed to growing bicycling. This Advocacy Organization of the Year award also comes with the John Graff Prize, which we were able to, a longtime donor years back, funded the league to carry on this award in his name. So it comes with a $1,000 award. And so the league is really, really happy to give this year's award to Bike Houston, which is making big strides over the last few years to meet its mission to transform Houston into a city where everyone, regardless where they live, can safely and easily get around by bike. Joe Cutthroat. Sorry, I didn't say your name on the mic. Yeah, you're welcome, yeah. Oh, man. Please.
Thank you, Bill. How cool is it to be here, to be recognized by the league on the same night as Houstonians Veronica Davis and Rodney Ellis. I share this, I accept this on behalf of Bike Houston, and not just our current staff, Christina Ronneberg, Robert Groby, and our board, but also current, future, and past board members and supporters and staff members. Bike Houston celebrates its 20th anniversary this year. We were founded in 2004. And I know that, for a lot of you, when you think, oh, what's a really bike-friendly American city? The first city that comes to mind, of course, is Houston, right? I know that, we tend to think of wide highways and asphalt and enormous trucks and all the oil that goes into that. That's really what Houston is known for. But this, the Petro Metro, as it's lovingly known, is coming into its own as a bike-friendly city. We've seen incredible progress over the last several years. I came to Houston in 2020, in part thanks to Rodney Ellis, who said he wanted to create good trouble with me, and we've been creating some good trouble in Houston ever since. But we're at a point now in Houston. We have a new mayor who has taken it upon himself to refer to us as anti-car activists, and and we've got an uphill battle ahead of us, despite the fact that Houston is a really flat city. So. It's up to advocacy groups like ours, and I'm sure there's plenty of other advocates in the room who have had to reinvent themselves and who have had to come up with fresh new ideas and get creative in the face of adversity from, whether it be a council member or a new mayor or what have you. We now have a new situation on our hands which forces us to think a little bit differently about how we get our work done, find common ground with uncommon allies, collect more data, and do all the hard work, roll up our sleeves, and get stuff done without the support of a mayor like our former mayor, Sylvester Turner, who helped us get so much done, like Rodney Ellis talked about in his video. So I'll end with this. Bike lanes and bikeways are not controversial. People dying because of drivers killing cyclists, that's what's controversial. So I want everyone to leave with that and remember that no matter how hard you find the work to be, if we can make the progress we've made in Houston, the oil capital of the world, you can do it in your city too.
Thanks, Joe. So the last award tonight is the Citizen Advocate of the Year award. We talked a little bit about the type of person that wins this award, a person that has the volunteer advocate. So this year, it's going to the one and only Stephen Hardy-Braz, who is our dedicated ASL interpreter. He's not only that, but he's a dedicated advocate for safe and equitable, inclusive transportation for all and disability rights in his community and throughout North Carolina and nationally. So Stephen's courage and steadfastness in action for transportation justice is an inspiration to all of us, and we're really thankful to have him as our friend and to recognize him with this award.
All right, I had notes, but this is all just going to come from the heart, so it may not make sense to any of you, and if whatever, it's just going to be honest. I'm on stage a lot, all over the country, but I don't like the limelight being on me. It's about the work. It's about the people. So the real honor for me actually came earlier tonight. It's not this award. It's when Amelia was talking about bicycle friendly, and they started talking about inclusion and accessibility. That's what touched my heart. This is an issue for people with disabilities that go across race, color, age, everything. Because any one of us can be disabled any day. I need to thank the League, of course, for this overwhelming honor. My family for allowing me just to follow my heart of being an advocate. Because I feel as a person with some privilege, some knowledge, education, whatever, there comes a hell of a responsibility to do something with that and not just accept it and leave it easier. I have to thank the wonderful people in the deaf community at Gallaudet University nearby, the world's only university for deaf people, who allowed me to go there for graduate school, trained me in their culture, their language, and so much more of the rich history there, and just their need to fight for equality. In 1989, we had a protest there, one of the most peaceful protests led by students ever in the world. They shut the place down because they wanted a deaf president for the first time in like over 150 years, and they got it. It inspired me to empower, like, we can do whatever the heck we want, but this is for the people, by the people, of the people. So I thank them for that. Sorry, but I ate a little cotton mouth, so thank you to New Belgium for wetting our whistles. Because these MFs, meaning my friends, these MFs have raised over $6 million for all of us nonprofits. Who knows another company that does that? It's incredible. Thank you. I approached them a few years ago and said, all right, I served 1 year as a volunteer serving beer, which was good perks, good benefits. And I said, okay, what are you guys going to do if you're going to come to DC about accessibility? And a dear friend, Michael Kraft, said, I don't know, it's not in our budget, but it's the right thing to do. Will you help us? So he offered me a case of beer and gas money. And I'm like, that works in college. So that's what I got for being accessible, helping them to be accessible. And that grew. So I thank them for allowing me to bring that and their openness to work and collaborate. Whether it's with federal and state people, that's what we're talking about. Bring you what you have to the table, collaborate, and we can change things. I got to thank Bike Walk NC and our wonderful leaders. There's several people else on the board. I got on that early, helped start our summits, and it's just grown beyond whatever I could imagine before. So, again, I don't want any of this to really be about me or what I've done, because it's never alone. It's with all of us together. I came here by myself years ago, and I didn't know anybody, but you taught me. Maybe not every one of you that's here kind of knew, but about 20 years ago, you made me what the advocate I could be. I'm staying for the Advocacy Summit because I want to be better. And I get better because each one of you shares what your experiences are. And we bring things together. I want to thank Anna, for inspiring us and giving us some homework this year. So, national effort. There's a table over there. Bring your elected officials, bring your friends, whatever. Try a week without driving. Walk, bus, ride, skip, cartwheel. I don't care how the F you get there. Try it without using a car, okay? Whether it's one day, one trip, or a whole week, make a friend, bring along, show them how real people live. Talking about how transit is or is not accessible. Tell them where the sidewalk curbs need to be. Why do people that are poor or have a different color have to trip on the sidewalk or they can't even get to it? They just want to go grocery shopping. They just want to do something in life. They want to go to church, temple, what have you. Why can't they do it fairly? Today I almost broke down because in 2021, we saw the stats that 996, sheet note, cyclists got killed on the roads. November 21st, 2021, I would have been 997 to leave my wife a widow, my kids fatherless, because some careless driver. We have to say in the South, bless your heart. Bless her heart. With a revoked license, no insurance, expired tags and whatnot, hit me from behind about 50 to 60 miles an hour. How the F am I still alive? I don't know. I don't know, but I know I cannot waste this responsibility because I'm still here and I'm going to keep fighting for safer roads for other people. Because now that driver gave me a disability, probably for life. I can barely walk without a lot of effing pain. But it inspired me that I have things to do because any one of us could be there. So I asked in this slides, I want people to know, whenever your roads are altered, repaved, whatever, anything like that, there's going to be a website here, a link that you can click to, so get your phones out, take a photograph. You see a road repaved and the sidewalks aren't fixed or whatever, look at this. It's a requirement. It's not a nice thing to do. It's a effing federal mandate. It's a civil rights issue. Okay? Next slide, please. I was going to show you the video of the crash because I actually have my cameras and stuff, a car coming up behind me. But I don't want to be a trigger for anybody. If you want to see it, I'll post it on Hoover. I know a dear friend, Lisa Brady, from just a great education out in Boise. She asked permission to use this for education. If my near-death experience and the hundreds of thousands of dollars of bills I have and the pain that I go through for every effort step I take can help you educate and save another life, please. It gives me meaning to be here. Please use it. Capitalize it. See that opportunity. Show people the lives you save. Let's get that number from 996 down to effing 0. Okay? So here, this is the ADA passed in 1990. I don't know a single city. We'll start with Houston since they got 3 awards tonight. I don't know a single city or town in America, including my little rinky-dink town of Farmville, North Carolina, that's in compliance yet with those civil rights. Excuse me. So what we can do is remind them of those civil rights and responsibilities. They need to be accessible. I'll teach you, they'll teach you, other advocates will teach you, and better yet, we'll get people with disabilities, all kinds, visual impairments, hearing impairments, deafness, blindness, physical issues. Collaborate. Like we talked about the future of the youth, we're talking about the future. Bring them together, work with them, listen to them. Here's your empowerment. You got a law on your side. It's not a nice thing to do. It's the law. The federal civil rights. We can bring that 996 down to effing 0. That's our charge. Thank you for this. We're still going for 0. Love you.
Well, thank you all. Amazing people in our movement, clearly. It's really an honor for us to be able to recognize these incredible folks. I just want to thank everyone again for supporting these great leaders, for coming, for being a part of this. We have the room for a bit more, so please continue to connect. We're going to see you bright and early tomorrow morning on Cap. I know you're going to be there. We got the ride at 8 a.m. There's going to be Congress people with like bullhorns. We're going to be riding together, and we're going to be showing up. So please enjoy. Thank you again to our sponsors, to New Belgium, to all of you, and hope you have great conversations and a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I said 8. I said 8. 8. Did you say 9 a.m.? Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's by the way, there's breakfast at the ride and at the Lobby Day headquarters. Both places. Lunch, yeah? No lunch.